No, I am not going to accept this. I am not going to let you marry Quinn.
Big day.
Yeah, the biggest.
Yeah. Sure you're ready?
Question is, are you ready? I mean, you're the one with the reservations.
My mother seems convinced that you'll make her happy.
Question is, how do I convince you in 10 seconds or less?
Start convincing.
Can you spare a few moments for your big sis? What's up? Oh, why am I here, you mean? Well, you don't need a reason, but... I know you worry about me and my sobriety.
How are you doing? Going to meetings?
Yeah,
And they're helping?
I feel like I've turned a corner. I mean, it hasn't been easy, but I'm focused now on my family and my children.
Good. Happy for you.
You won't be so happy with me when you hear what else I'm thinking about. Deacon.
What's going on, Nicole? Why the sudden interest in Wyatt Spencer?
Who says I'm interested? I just asked if you'd seen him today.
Well, his mother's getting married, so that's probably where he is.
Weren't you and Rick invited?
We declined.
Why? What's wrong with Wyatt's mom?
Depends who you ask. According to her groom-to-be, she's wonderful. But ask Wyatt's brother Liam, and he'll probably feel very differently.
Oh, hello to you too.
See, I'm telling you, if you just move in, we could do this every morning.
Look, you know it's very tempting, but that would mean leaving Allie to fend for herself, and I don't want Rick and Maya taking advantage of her.
Speaking of Rick.
No, don't.
I know. I have news. He's not like lurking anywhere, is he?
No, he's in a meeting outside of the building. Why?
Okay, well, we think we've hit on something. Something that could end Rick's reign of terror at Forrester.
What's going on?
Okay, well, Wyatt overheard Maya and Nicole talking. And apparently they know something that nobody else knows.
Yeah, about what?
Rick, I'm assuming. A secret so scandalous that, quote, it would send shockwaves through Forrester.
Well, that sounds promising.
I know, right? And it just fell right into our laps. I mean, no hostile takeovers, no clandestine maneuvering, just Wyatt being in the right place at the
Liam,
right, what?
What's with the build-up? What did Wyatt hear?
Forget about Liam. I want the scoop on the brother.
There's no scoop. Wyatt's a Spencer. His father is insanely rich and powerful.
Which means Wyatt is too? Or will be? Unless
What?
he and his dad are on the outs for some reason.
Why would you think that?
He works for Rick and Forrester Creations, not for his dad. How come?
Well, Wyatt's mother, Quinn, is a jewelry designer. And they came to Forrester Creations to... Okay, long story short, Wyatt now oversees Forrester's jewelry line, along with Ivy and his mom.
Wyatt, isn't there an unwritten rule that the bride's grown son can't give the groom, that would be me, a rough time on his wedding day?
I'm just trying to make sure your intentions are honorable.
Well, that depends. Are we talking about the marriage or the honeymoon?
Oh, really?
Look, man, I get it. Not everybody's thrilled about this wedding. I mean, look around. Couldn't even scare up a handful of people to listen to us say our I do's. But here's the thing. I really love your mom. I mean, sometimes it's easy, sometimes not so easy.
Yeah.
But I'm in. I'm all in, for better, for worse.
Starting without me?
Oh, you're right on time. Thanks, Carter.
Yeah, I'm also pushed for time, so let's get started, okay?
Okay.
You're exhausting.
You're nuts. You drive me nuts. God help me. I want to marry you.
Well, you're not bolting for the door.
Can you believe it? After all these years, I'm finally getting married.
Deacon, why would you... Isn't he marrying Quinn today?
Yeah, I take it you and Bill were invited, since Bill is Wyatt's father.
Well, yeah, we were invited, but we're obviously not going. Are you?
No. You could imagine my reaction when she gave me that invitation.
All right, look, I know that Deacon is Hope's father, and you're concerned what this might do to their relationship.
Yes, of course I'm concerned. Quinn is the reason Hope's in Italy right now, away from her family, away from her parents. She's the reason why Hope lost her baby and why she and Wyatt are divorced. Quinn Fuller has brought so much misery into so many people's lives, and she's gonna do it to Deacon's. If that marriage happens.
What do you mean, if? Brooke?
So it involves Rick and Forrester Creations.
Yeah. Well, that's how Wyatt heard it, yeah.
He heard it through Nicole and Maya.
Right. But they didn't know he was anywhere around.
If Maya knew, she'd be in panic mode.
I know. I mean, this could be the game changer. I mean, this could be the thing we need to get Rick booted from Forrester.
Still, until we know what Rick is hiding, I mean...
Yeah, well, you know, Wyatt's working on that.
How?
Maya's younger sister. Wyatt's gonna try to squeeze some information out of Nicole.
So it's just Wyatt and Liam, no other Spencer kids?
Well, there's Will, Bill and Katie's little boy, but he might be a little young for you.
Hey, I can't help it if I think Wyatt's
Hot?
I was going to say handsome, but hot works a lot better.
Carter's here. Is this what you're wearing?
No, I bought 2 dresses.
Ah.
One traditional, one not so much.
Let me guess, the not-so-traditional one is leather.
Oh, come on. Give your mother some credit. I'm saving the leather for the honeymoon.
Okay, yep. La la la. La la.
Are you sure you're okay with this?
Today is your wedding day. Whatever reservations I may still have, I want this to be the start of something wonderful for you. No, Deacon is not my first choice, but I'm not sure who would be. Let's face it, Mom, you're a handful, and that's on a good day. Yeah, but they say there's someone for everyone. So if Deacon is that someone for you,
He is.
then I'm happy for you. For both of you. I love you, Mom. Ow, damn it.
Let me.
All thumbs today. Wonder why, huh?
Pre-wedding jitters?
Yeah, well, I suppose every guy goes through that, right?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Oh, yeah, you and Maya, right?
Yeah, she ditched me for another man, but kind of glad she did.
Seriously?
Well, she wasn't who I thought she was. Ever wonder that about your bride?
Come again?
That your pre-wedding jitters, what if they're second thoughts instead? About marrying someone as unstable as Quinn.
You don't know her the way that I do.
Look, I know you have a connection to Deacon. He's Hope's father, and he's helped you with the whole AA thing.
You know, I know what Quinn's gonna do to his life. She's gonna make it a living hell. She says that she's changed, but she hasn't changed. Women like Quinn, they don't change. They eventually revert to type. And Deacon's the one who's going to have to suffer.
Does Hope know about the wedding?
He told her, but she's not coming.
That's no surprise.
She didn't give him any grief about it either.
So he took that as what, her approval?
I don't know why Deacon would think that she would ever be okay with this.
Well, you know what they say, love is blind.
Well, it's not love. It's not the kind of love he deserves. I mean, Deacon's worked really hard on himself, and he's come around. It's taken a while. But if he goes into a marriage with Quinn, there's no escaping that craziness.
You're really concerned about him.
I really need to get through to Deacon. If only I had a few more days. But I don't. I have to act now, before it's too late.
Rick?
Yeah, his meeting ran long, so he might not be back for a while.
Oh, darn. I wanted to. Never mind.
What?
Nothing. It's no biggie.
Okay.
Maya, don't do that.
Do what?
Tense up every time I say I want to speak to Rick. Like I'm going to tell him about. I'm your sister. I want us to be sisters.
I do too. I do. It's just everything else.
There is no everything else. There's only one thing. And if you would just open up to Rick.
Until I do, you and Carter are the only people who know about me. And it has to stay that way, Nicole, until I'm ready to tell Rick myself.
So Wyatt's going to work on Nicole.
Right. I mean, because Maya's obviously not going to say anything, but her younger sister might. I don't know. I'm not sure how Wyatt is going to finesse it, but if he can get Nicole to open up, then... I mean, the thing is, it's risky. I know that. It's risky, but Wyatt's not backing down. I got to give him props.
Oh, yeah, wow. Another Spencer brother who loves intrigue.
Oh, yeah. Like, you don't love a good mystery.
Look, I can't imagine what Rick could have done that's going to jeopardize Forrester. You know, yes, I'm aware that he is no Boy Scout, and he basically tricked Uncle Eric into giving him irrevocable control of Forrester, but...
I don't know. I mean, maybe he figured if he could pull that off, then it would allow him to do something else. Only this time, nobody would find out.
What if Wyatt gets nowhere with Nicole? Then what?
All right. Bride's almost ready. How about the groom?
Let's do it.
What about the guests? Shouldn't we wait?
Something tells me we're in.
Hey, you know what? Who needs guests? All we need is the happy couple, someone to perform the ceremony, and family. We already got all three of those.
Okay, let's take our places.
Oh, music. What about music?
All right, yeah, on the desk over there.
I know that you want to do something.
I have a plan. A way to reach Deacon before he makes this terrible mistake.
Brooke, it's his wedding day. You may already be too late.
No, I still have a little time.
For what? Why don't you just tell me what you're thinking?
I've got to go.
Okay, listen, I'll go with you. Just let me grab my stuff.
Well, hopefully Wyatt will come through and we'll get rid of Rick.
And what if he comes up empty?
Plan C?
And what's plan C?
You'll know when I do. Hey, I gotta go. I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You just gonna go?
Okay, I'm coming back.
I want this to work out for you and Rick.
I am determined to make sure that it does.
There's only so much you can do, though. Plus, you can't control how Rick will react when he learns that you're...
You know, I keep telling you, this is a fashion house. It's not some uptight corporation. The whole industry's open-minded.
Yeah, but Forrester Creations is a little more on the traditional side. Imagine the publicity if
He won't let it go that far.
He may not be able to stop it.
It's not going to happen that way. Rick's position as CEO cannot be jeopardized, and Forrester Creations must be protected at all costs.
I get that. But what you don't seem to be getting is that something like this
No, it can be managed. It is being managed.
For now. I'm not trying to upset you, Maya, honest. I know you're scared.
Of course I'm scared. Rick's whole world, Forrester Creations, everything. It could come crashing down around him if... No. I cannot let that happen, Nicole. And that's why I keep telling you, no one can find out.
Who knew, huh? We met in that bar my first night back in LA. That it would lead to this.
The groom typically waits until I pronounce, but you guys aren't the typical bride and groom, so let's get started. Dearly beloved, you're gathered here in the presence of this witness.
That's one. It's just +1.
To join this man and this woman in matrimony, which is an honorable estate. It may not be entered into unadvisedly or lightly, but discreetly and reverently. Now, if anyone has just cause why this man and woman should not be lawfully joined together, speak now or hereafter remain silent.
There are no other guests, so no one to object.
Stop!
Brooke, what the hell are you doing?
You can't go through with this, Deacon. You can't marry Quinn.
Oh, please. Brooke, like there's anything you can say to stop this wedding now.
Maybe I can't. But I have somebody here who might be able to get through to him.
Dad,
Oh, what are you doing?
when you called me and told me you were marrying Quinn and said you hoped I could be there, I said I couldn't, and then I really didn't make a big deal out of it because I think I was just stunned. No, I didn't like you moving in with Quinn for all the reasons that you already know. But somehow, I guess I didn't think that you would actually marry someone who has done all the things that Quinn has. Especially to the daughter you say you love.
Honey, I do love you. This doesn't change anything.
But it will. It will change you. I am so afraid that despite your best efforts not to, by tying yourself to Quinn's craziness, we're gonna get drawn into her paranoia and her erratic behavior, and I do not want that for you. I want that for our relationship. Dad, we have overcome a lot to be the father-daughter that we never had the chance to be. Dad, please don't marry Quinn.